Good morning, year 6. Welcome to our maths lesson. Today we are going to solve word problems involving algebraic expression. The first one is number 1. Number 1, how many counters is each cup worth? Write down and solve the equation represented by the diagram. So you have 2 cups here and 6 counters. How can we write that? 2 cups can represent by letter x each. So the equation will be 2x is equal to 6. 2x is equal to 6. Now, solve the equation represented on the scales. How can we solve this? We can solve this by dividing by 2 both sides to get the value of x. So 2x divided by 2 is equal to 6. Divided by 2. Cancel that and cancel that. Remain with x is equal to 6 divided by 2. You get the answer. So you're going to write your answer here. X is equal number 2. Solve the equation represented on the scales. Can you draw a diagram to go with the next step? So write down the equation represented. There's this cube and 3 counters. So right, this can be represented by x. So x plus 3 is equal to 5. And how can we solve this? What can we do here to remain with x only? We can achieve that by subtracting 3. So write x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 5. Also, remember, when you subtract 3 on this side, also subtract 3 on the other side. So subtract 3 is 0, so we remain with x, and 5 subtract 3 is 2. Number 3, match each equation to the correct bar model and then solve to find the value of x. So in your books, you are going to write this equation, then draw the bar model that represents this equation. So x plus 5 is equal to 12. So these bars represent 2 holes. One has been divided into 3 equal sections, which is equivalent to 12. So 1, 2, 3. 3x is equal to 12. This one shows 3 plus x is equal to 12. This shows x plus 5 is equal to 12. So you are going to match the correct, for example, the first one, x plus 5 is equal to 12. And 3x equal to 3 plus x. So you're going to match all. You draw because you don't have the real worksheet. You're going to write the equation, then write the bar against it. Write the equation, then draw the bar. Write the equation, and you draw the bar. Then the second step is to solve. Solve the equations to find the value of x. Let's start with the first one. The first one, x plus 5. What can we do on this side to remain with x? So can multiply by subtracting 5. And if you're going to subtract 5 on this side, you must subtract 5 also on the other side. So subtract 5, here you get x is equal to 7. Then 3x is equal to 12. This is very simple. We're going to divide 3x, divide by 3 is equal to 12, divide by 3. You divide by 3 both sides. Then the last one, 12 is equal to 3 plus x. So you need to subtract 3 both sides. So write 12 minus 3 is equal to 3 minus 3 plus x. So you get your answer. So x will be equal to 12 minus 3. So you're going to work on that to get the value of x. The perimeter of the triangle is 216 centimeters. So this means that when you add this length, to that length and to that length, you get 216 centimeters. But we are not given the values in centimeters, so we need to change. We are given 5x, 3x, and 4x. Step 1 of this question, or A, form an equation to show this information. Form an equation to show this information. So our equation, this is number A, our equation can be given by 3x, meaning that this distance, plus 5x plus 4x. All these are equal to 216 centimeters. 216 centimeters. So all these three are like terms, so we can add them. Both they have x, x, x. So they're called like terms, so we can add them. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So 12x is equal to 216. That is the equation. Section B, solve the equation and find the value of x. So the equation is 12x is equal to 216. How can we solve that? We can solve that by dividing by 12 both sides. Divide by 12, divide by 12. So 12 divided by 12 is 1, 12 divided by 12 is 1. So you remain with x is equal to 216 divided by 12 to get the answer. So here you're going to divide this and get the answer. Part C, work out the lengths of the sides of the triangle. So remember that you have to divide 216 by 12. This will give you 18. So to work out the value of 3x, because one side is 3x, so we have to multiply the value of x by 3. So 18 times 3, we get the answer. And the other one is 4x. 4x, you get 4 times 18 to get the answer. Then finally 5x, need to multiply 5 by 18 to get the answer. So when you work out this, you will get the real value of these lengths. So your duty is to multiply these numbers, 18 by 3, 4 by 18, 5 multiplied by 18 to get the real length of the triangle. Number 3, Hannah is 8 years old, Jack is 13 years old, Grandma is X plus 12 years old. The sum of the ages is 100 years. So, form and solve the equation to work out how old Grandma is. So the first step A, you're going to form the equation. So the sum of their total age is 100. So meaning that plus that plus that is equal to 100. So we can write the equation now. So we can start with 8 plus 13 plus x plus 12 is equal to 100 years. So remember, these are like terms. Remember, 8, 13, and 12 are like terms. So we can put these three together. We can add that and add 12. So what is 18? 8 plus 12 is 20. Then 20 plus 13, this gives us 33. So we can write x plus 33 is equal to 100. So these are like terms, so we can add them together. So we can add 13, 8, and 12. So we get x plus 33 is equal to 100. This is the equation now. We have formed the equation. We have already formed the equation. Now solve the equation. So solving this equation, we have to write x plus. What can we do here to remain with x only? We can do that by subtracting 33. Subtracting 33 is equal to 100, and also subtract 33 on that side. So subtract 33 both sides. So if I subtract the 3, I will remain with x on this side, which is equal to 100 subtract 33. This will give us 67. 67. So that's we have already solved the equation. That is part B of it. Solving the equation. That is part B. So part A was to write the equation, then solving the equation, that is part B. Then part C, how old is Grandma? C, how old is Grandma? Remember, the age of Grandma is x plus 12. X plus 12 is the age of Grandma. And remember that x, the value of x here, the value of x is 67. So instead of using x again, you can replace x with 67. So write 67 plus 12 to get the age of the grandma. Get the age of the grandma. So you have to add these two, 12 plus 67, to get the age of grandma. So I'm waiting for your answer this step. Number 4, what is the size of the smallest angle in this isosceles triangle? So remember, isosceles triangle, two sides are equal and the bottom angles are equal. So meaning this angle and that angle, they are equal. So if this is 3y, also this value, this is going to be 3y. So 3y, and this one is 2y. Also, because it's a triangle, angles, the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180. This means that when we add this angle to that angle and that angle, we are going to get 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So first we are going to form an algebraic equation to represent this information. So you can write 3y plus 3y plus 2y is equal to 180 degrees. So these are like terms, we can put them together. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So 8y is equal to 180 degrees. So what is the value of y now? How can we find the value of y? We can find that by dividing by 8 both sides. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So we remain with y. We cannot write 1y, we just write y. 180 divided by 8, we get 22.5 degrees. We are going to get 22.5 degrees. Now, let's answer our question. The size of the smallest angle, the size of the smallest angle. This is the smallest angle. The smallest angle is 2y. The smallest angle is 2y. So, if y is equal to 22.5, what will be the value of 2y? 2y will be equal to 2 times 22.5. So you can work out that. You can use this method to work out 2.5 times 2. Remember, the answer has one decimal place, so after getting your answer, count one decimal place from the right towards the left. So you can consider this as whole numbers, 222 multiplied by 2, then count one decimal place in your answer. Also, addition is like multiplication is like repeated addition. So 2 times 2, 22.5, also can be worked out as 22.5 plus 22.5. So each of these methods can give you an answer. So you can do that one or you can try that one. All of these methods are going to give you the correct answer. So choose any of these to work out. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Thank you so much.